What do the Mendip Hills in Somerset and the famous town of Pompeii in Italy have in common? Well, if you come for a walk with me, I'll tell you. We need to go this way. Today we're visiting the Blackmore Nature Reserve, located at Charterhouse on the Mendips. Now remember, the hills are designated as an area of outstanding natural beauty, so please leave no trace and park sensibly. Now, Blackmore is what's known as a site of special scientific interest because it's where a lot of industrial lead mining took place across the ages. The first serious mining started with the Romans. In fact, it's thought that Mendip lead was one of the main reasons for the Romans' arrival in Britain in 43 AD. It's thought the Romans started mining here within 6 years of their arrival, which is why there's also evidence of Roman forts and villas nearby. So yeah, we start here. I don't know how well you can see, but there's like little lumps and bumps above my head. Those are the lead slag heaps, so the waste material that would have been yeeted out of the ground and put there by mainly the Romans, but then later in centuries on, the Mendip Mining Company, I think back in like the 1840s or 50s, would come in and try and extract what the Romans could not. And here it is, one of 4 really deep mine shafts that were dug by the Mendip Mining Company. They had to bring in miners from Cornwall who are used to going really far down to dig for tin. So they brought them here. Was it successful? No, because they realised that most of the rich lead ore was at the surface. So they dug all that way down, over 100 metres, pretty much for nothing, which is probably why they went out of business, the Mendip Mining Company. But I haven't answered that question for you. Why does this area have something in common with the famous Italian town of Pompeii? Well, we know the Romans were industrious. They were famous for their water technology. They would make fountains, baths, aqueducts, and piping. So they would take the lead extracted from places like the Mendips, and they would take it to places like Pompeii. They would make piping for their water to be carried hundreds of miles, and after Pompeii was buried in the ashes of Mount Vesuvius in AD 79, thousands of years later, archaeologists did some excavations and they found, through special scientific research, that the piping underneath all of the ashes of Pompeii, a lot of it came from here on the Mendips. And I just think that is just wonderful.